You read that title right. The CompTIA Security Plus certification is not an entry-level certification. Now, I have seen many people view the CompTIA Security Plus as the entry, the gateway, the first cert that you should get so that you can go land a job in IT or cybersecurity. And I can tell you from teaching hundreds of students that of those hundreds that had vouchers to go take tests, many of them procrastinated for months to a year, sometimes even a couple of years on end, to go and actually take the certification. Little did they know that while they were polishing and studying for those months to years, when they finally land the certification and pass their tests, they now have to spend months to a year or maybe even a couple years to now find a job. And the reason for that is because they haven't built up enough experience. Now you can imagine the person who has just gotten the test voucher and within a month, maybe even a couple of weeks of just cramming it all in, they go and take the test and they pass. And now they have basically like up to 2 years ahead, as opposed to the person who is just paralyzed in fear of what if I don't pass type of mindset. To go back to the point as why the Security Plus is not a entry-level certification, this is not my words, okay? This isn't because, NAR says that the CompTIA Security Plus is not the first voucher or not the first certificate I should get. It's because CompTIA says this. And on their website, you'll even see that the recommended experience for taking this test is a Network Plus and 2 years experience. So already right there, you probably don't have a Network Plus if you're looking to get your Security Plus as your first cert, right? So if you were to go look on the Network Plus, you see that, again, there's some recommended training. There is an A+ certification and about a year of experience. All right, so now we're 2 certs behind, okay? So you go to the A+ certification, and there we see that there's no certificate recommended before. We instead see that there's just about a year's worth of hands-on lab experience. Now, it's messed up because you're looking to get the certificate so that you can get the job, right? But no one's going to give you a job without the certificate. So there's this problem where you're feeling stuck, okay? Your entry-level certifications are going to be nil, right? The first thing you need, okay, is experience, okay? And I can tell you from hundreds of students that I've taught at boot camps who have gotten vouchers, there have been very few that actually follow through, get the CompTIA Security Plus, and then later on I see them landing a job in like help desk, right? They're not going to get the SOC analyst job because the employer has no professional references or even maybe portfolio to look at to verify that you would know what to do in the event of an incident occurring, right? So you need to build up experience. Maybe you can make a blog of different projects that you've done. Maybe you can start a YouTube channel of projects that you've done. That was part of my reason, right? I did spend a portion of my time looking for jobs, applying to one particular company. I won't say their name, but I really wanted to get that job. And I got denied like 4 times, man. And I didn't even want to try a 5th time, dude. I was so, I guess, pissed off, right, to put it technically, that I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start a YouTube channel, right? Try to make it as a content creator and do all these dope things and still record it and publish it week after week after week, you see. And there's a lot that you don't see on camera, right? Like you see the 15, 20-minute video where it's like dope idea, simple how-to, you finally get the egg at the end, right? You finally get the dopamine hit of what you came to watch the video for, right? And that's kind of like been the format. There's a lot of preparation that goes into that. Sometimes I have project ideas, right? Keeping it relevant to you. Sometimes I have project ideas. Sometimes you may have project ideas. And you're like, oh, that sounds cool. Like that, I want to do that. And then you go and you try and you immediately get stuck. So what do? No one's holding you accountable, right? You don't have a boss saying it has to be done. So instead, we both most likely are just going to say, let's just do a different project. And then again, you get stuck. No one's holding you accountable, not even yourself, not even myself. So make a new project. This becomes a bad habit because essentially you're never building that callus that you need to figure out problems that no one else has an answer to. And that's ultimately what you're hoping to be paid for, right? So obviously you might want to put a timeline on how long you attempt a project. Like if you're really stuck and are going to be stuck because maybe there's some skill or knowledge gap that you're not aware of, you don't know what you don't know, right? Make it like a 2-week deadline. Say, I'm going to work on this project so I can get my hands on lab experience that I need for the year so I can complement my certificates. And I'm going to put a 2-week deadline on this project, right? And if at the end of 2 weeks, I fail to do the project, hey, you can still report what happened. You can still report what happened. And reporting is huge. I don't like reporting, right? But reporting has kind of become like what I have to do for my own YouTube content. So I'm already using my own creative endeavors, my own projects to help myself build professional rapport. And the thing is that as these projects that you're going to do get bigger, you may find that you can't just wing it. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be like, oh, I'm going to get in front of the computer and I'm going to type this and that and bada bing, bada boom, right? Like it's done. No, you're going to find that these projects, whether it's setting up your own, like Splunk database, Splunk dashboard, how are you going to get the data, right? You may find yourself getting stuck on just trying to get a dang IP address on the machine. But that's that skill. That's the experience that you don't have. And when you find those places where you don't know something and you feel like stopping, as cheesy as it sounds, don't quit, right? Now, at one point, you may have to quit and go back to reading some books. Go watch my channel. Go read some Linux basics. Anything, go Google your problem, right? So it's like this weaving of back and forth between applying and learning. The reason I'm telling you all this, I have seen personally hundreds of students get vouchers for Security Plus certifications and very few take it. And of those few that took it, very few land a job in their first year. And if they do, it's like an IT help desk. And that's like, you're not going to hear that from no one else. This is just me telling you straight up what I have seen. Is it the reality of what it actually is for the United States? I don't know. But that's what I saw here in Texas, where I live, And this was in San Antonio, which has like the largest security sector, like one of the largest security sectors in the United States. And in my Discord, I have people telling me, yeah, the job market out there is rough. There's no luck. Hey, man, it may be rough for a year, right? But what are you going to do? You going to just sit on your hands? Go get some hands-on experience, man, right? And if you don't know where to start with your labs, hey, I got a whole channel full of things that can kind of get your brain going. Being like, hey, that was pretty funny. What if I did it like this, right? Then you document your flow. And before you know it, you don't even care about the job because you're just having so much fun with the project. You may still be working your other full-time job that's outside of the industry you want to be in. But yo, dude, you're moving forward. You know what I mean? You're learning. So that's my little rant about why the CompTIA Security Plus certification is not an entry-level certificate. We have a Discord channel if you'd like to join us and get some real talks from people who have no fluff about getting into tech and cyber. I'll link that Discord in the description below. Be sure to smash like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.